Okay, so this is starting. I welcome everybody to the Children's Alopecia Network. We're actually trying to get Jeff on. I'm not really sure what's going on. He's able to somehow basically video chat me, but is not jumping on the actual hangout. So I'm here with Haley, and I basically, you know what we can start this out with is we'll say this. Welcome to CAN, right? Let me go ahead and fix this. Haley, what would you like to tell everybody about CAN and what this is?
Well, CAN is like a little webinar that that everybody that people can get on, and just like Jeff. And last year we actually had Jeff on, but nobody else.
Right. What do you mean we had Jeff? Oh, you mean last week?
Yeah,
last week. Right, last week. Okay.
And now today we'll have some more. Now we'll have more people on.
We're gonna have what do you want to see out of this webinar? Right. I mean, this is something that I would love to be able to include you in. Right. We've got you going on here. So my question to you is, when you're thinking about all of the kids and all of the people that are out there with alopecia, what is something that you want them to understand about what CAN is, what CAP is? What do you think about those?
Well, that they're like a really great things. CAP is like where everybody gets in a group and then they go somewhere.
Right.
And then CAN is like a little like webinar that everybody can like watch each other, see each other, and also like see people that like are kind of like that have like alopecia.
Right. So basically what you're saying is CAP, or Children's Alopecia Project, is really about getting people together, right, at a live event for people to interact. But a lot of places around the country, there may not be a CAP event, right? There may not be a bunch of kids that can get together. And so in that situation, what we're saying is, hey, come on once a month and connect with us. Come on to this show, right? It's called the Children's Alopecia Network, CAN. And it's because, yes, you can. Yes, we can. Together, we can do anything. And we really believe that we want to inspire the world around us. And we want to inspire you to take direction, take action, and really take your life to the next level, right? Okay.
And CAP and CAN are almost the same thing. Like people can like see each other who has alopecia.
And what can they do? Like, let's say everybody's kind of hanging out. What are some of the things and questions that you get asked about alopecia? What is the most common thing that people think you have?
Cancer.
They think you have cancer. And when people come up and they think that you have cancer, does it make you feel bad? Does it make you feel weird? What does that make you? What do you feel about that?
It's all right. Like, it's okay.
It's okay?
Yeah.
What do you feel about, I mean, do you ever feel uncomfortable because you don't have any hair? Well, you're not bald. No. You told me that this morning, right?
I know.
Who's bald?
You.
I'm bald. Why? And why am I bald?
Because I don't know.
Because, well, just say male pattern baldness. But besides that, I'm bald because I should have hair and I don't, right? But what are you? You're not bald. What are you?
I have alopecia.
That's right. She has alopecia. So it's a little different than being bald, right? For her, she is associating, basically, she's associating the fact that, hey, I have alopecia. It doesn't mean that I'm bald. And she's reaffirming and redefining the word. That's really what I meant. That she's redefining what she sees and how she approaches life, really, right?
Yeah.
What about your friends at school and stuff? How do you have any problems at school? Do you have any problems with friends? Do you have problems getting to know anybody?
No, not that really.
No? Does anybody ever make fun of you?
No.
What if they did?
No.
What do you think that you would do? How would you handle that if there was a boy or a girl that were making fun of you and were saying, oh, you don't have hair or something like that, how would that make you feel? And what would you do in that situation?
Well, I think I would feel like some way sad and kind of like happy, but not like that sad. I don't really know what I would do.
Well, let's say somebody else was watching and they're like, well, I get made fun of all the time. What would you tell them?
Like who was watching?
Mm-hmm.
I would tell them, like, what would you do?
Well, that's what they're asking.
What did you do? Like, what did you do? Like,
well, let's try and come up with some options, right? What do you think would be a good thing if somebody was making fun of you for not having any hair? What would be a really good thing that you could do in response to that? Because we don't want to react to that, right? Do we want to make fun of them back?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. Do we want to yell at them and be mean to them?
No.
Okay. Are you sure? Because they might be making fun of us. We don't want to be mean to them back?
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right.
I would say, like, please stop.
Please stop. That would be a good thing, right? What else could we do to overcome that?
Like, please, can you stop it?
What about if we explain to them what we actually have?
I have alopecia.
That would be a good idea too, right? We could say, hey, look, I have alopecia. This is why I have no hair. And maybe they're making fun of us sometimes because they don't understand, right? Or they don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's something that we could do. What are some of the amazing things that have happened to you?
Or if you have cancer, you could say, I have cancer.
Yeah.
Not alopecia.
That's true. You could say that if that were the case. Because
if somebody was saying alopecia to you, you have alopecia.
Right. Well, and Georgia was actually, she did a photo shoot the other day. I saw it on Facebook. And so what I'm curious about is, for you, what are some of the amazing things that have happened to you because of having alopecia?
Well, I've made more friends with alopecia.
Okay.
And
like what kind of friends?
Like Georgia, Amy.
Okay.
Emily. And
Marina. What about Marina? Miss California, right?
Yeah. But,
man, you were on stage with Miss California, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's really, are you glad that you have alopecia?
Yeah.
That was weird. I didn't know how you would answer that for real. I didn't know if you'd say yes or no. Why are you glad that you have alopecia?
Well, I can wear wigs a lot. And when it's winter.
So for you, it's really about finding the great things in life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And really focusing on those, huh?
Yeah.
For instance, every day we reach out and we do motivational things for other people every day. In fact, you have a charity. Tell me about your charity.
It's to raise money to buy some presents for kids that have cancer that are in the hospitals.
That's right. And when we're going to be doing that again. We're going to be doing that again this year as well, raising more money. But I know that there's a few things that are happening with CAP. And right now I'm just trying to find those specific things. But why don't you tell me about one of the things that you liked most about last year because you had alopecia? What was one of the things that you did last year or happened last year to you that happened as a direct result to having this amazing gift called alopecia?
I can't really remember.
What about all of the book signings and things that you go to? All the celebrities that you meet? That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different things. What about SeaWorld?
Yeah.
Man, how many times have you pet the dolphins?
I don't know.
A lot, right?
Yeah, like 3 or 4, like 5, maybe 10 times or 11.
So a lot of it is
20.
for you. Would you say that a lot of life, like for instance, we talked about there's an event coming up called for CAP that is going to be coming up here, and that's the thing I'm trying to find right. That I'm trying to find right now. So I'm just going to find that instead of continuing to talk, because I was hoping to have Jeff on here, and if I had Jeff on here, then he would have had all this information on hand, as you would say. So if I just get a second, here we go. Camp Kids California. So that's going to be happening Camp Ocean Pines in Cambria, California. It's going to be Friday, May 8th to Sunday. Oh man, come on. To Sunday, May 10th, 2015. So I'm not exactly sure. I know if you go and find the CAP, if you go to the CAP website, or if you go to their Facebook page, you can reach out to Jeff and you can ask him, hey, how do I sign up for that? I don't have, again, any of that information. I was hoping that he would be here. But it's okay. So I know we're going to be doing that. Now, I wanted you to speak at that. I wanted you to be able to talk to some of these other kids that are going to be at this event. And what did you tell me? Who had to be on stage with you in order for you to speak?
Georgia Van Collingwood.
Not me though, right? Like I wasn't enough. It had to be Georgia.
Yeah.
Why? Why does
she went to invent before and actually speak?
Okay. Have I ever been to an event and spoke?
Yeah.
So then why is it that Georgia's better than me? We're both bald. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm bald. You both just have alopecia, right?
Yeah, that's why.
Okay, all right. So it's because she has alopecia. So you feel like you'll be more... What is it? Here's what I'd like to know. When you met Georgia for the first time, can you tell me about that? What was that like?
Fun.
Why?
That's kind of like hard to explain.
I know, but try and put it into words. What was it about meeting Georgia that was so awesome for you?
She's fun and funny.
She's fun and fun. She is fun and funny. She is fun and funny. If you didn't know, she definitely is. But besides that, do you feel like when you met her, you see somebody that you felt instantly connected to because she had the same thing you did?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel different from the rest of your family because you have alopecia and everybody else doesn't?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
I love you. That's so awesome. I'm glad that you don't. I really am glad that you don't. But I would think that there might be other kids that could, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the first time you went to a CAP event? You don't remember where that was?
I think I can't remember.
It's a Long Beach Aquarium, right?
I was actually gonna say the beach, but that was after the ice skating. That's
we've been on a few different outings with them, but it was at the Long Beach Aquarium. Do you remember the first time that you walked up to that group of kids and you saw all those kids with alopecia? How did that make you feel?
Really, better.
Why?
Because then I saw a lot more people that had alopecia.
Did that make you so you didn't feel so alone?
Yeah.
Now, tell me, one of the reasons we came up with this whole thing, the can thing and all of this, was because Haley has a friend. Tell me where your friend lives.
Ellie, she lives in
the first time that you walked up to that group and you saw all. Where does she live?
She lives.
How did that make you feel?
I've kind of forgot.
She lives in Australia, right?
Yeah, Australia.
There we go.
And also Georgia visits her family, but then she goes out to
one of the reasons we came up with
LA.
This correct. So Ellie lived in Australia, right? Mm-hmm. And when you talked to her for the first time, by the way, we just got Jeff back, so that's why I was a little distracted, and we'll get to him in just a second. I just want to finish this story. When you talked to her in Australia, how long did you talk to Ellie?
I think in 4 minutes.
4 hours.
4 hours.
4 hours. And when she talked to her for 4 hours, that's instantly when I got this idea, because I realized that, man, when Jeff put together the CAP event, right, and we went to that live event, it was awesome. Haley loved it. She was able to communicate with these other kids that had the same thing as she did. And as a parent, it was amazing to be able to go and talk to these other parents that all had a child with alopecia and talk about how did they overcome these things and how did they feel when they felt it and when they when their child lost their hair. And oh my God, I'm like listening to these stories going, I felt exactly like that. I felt exactly like that. I felt exactly, because alopecia affects everybody. It doesn't just affect the child, it affects the entire family. And so what Jeff put together was amazing. And then when I saw the ability to use Skype and to use Google and to use all these things for free and communicate across the country and across the world, that's when I went to Jeff and I was like, man, if we could put together this platform, it would be insane. Because now all these kids, that some of them that live in Dearborn, Alaska, or somebody that lives in, in Mexico, or somebody that lives in Australia, or somebody that lives in Italy, they could all talk. They could all get on the phone and communicate. And to me, man, that's what this is all about. And so I hope that all of you guys listening, I hope you share this. I hope you guys jump on and we can start to really network this out and create more of these events all during the week so that all these kids are able to really communicate with each other and are able to see, I am not alone. I'm not alone, because none of us are alone. You aren't alone. Whether you're sitting here watching us and you're a parent, or you're sitting here watching us and you have alopecia, the reality is we want to help you. We want to connect with you, and we want to make your life better. And so hopefully some of our experiences will help that. One of the things that you could definitely do is get involved with the CAP Kid. And now that Jeff's here, I want him to come on, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you and let you talk a little bit about CAP Kid Camp California. That is a tongue twister, man.
Hey, sometimes you have to make it difficult to be memorable.
That's true.
But we already came up with Alopecia Palooza, and it's really fun listening to people say, "Hey, we'd like to go to that camp, the Alopecia, what's it called again?" So Alopecia Palooza was just a great name that was also a tongue twister. The Cap Kid Camp California, however, it's not going to be as grandiose as what Alopecia Palooza is, but it's still a great opportunity for families to come together, have the kids get to know each other, and be able to learn a little bit about who they are based on knowing who other kids are. The parents get to interact. They get to talk about all their trials and tribulations, and we get to help get them focused on today so they can forget about yesterday when the hair was there, and they don't have to worry too much about tomorrow, because we have so much more work to do today than we have tomorrow. We just want to change the emphasis from growing hair to growing self-esteem. It's that simple.
I love it, man.
I think these regional camps help some of the parents that might not be able to travel to wherever we have Alopecia Palooza because of time, because of money. And we just want to make sure that we're able to hit as many people as we possibly can, because we just want everyone to be as educated as they can be.
Now, how would anybody sign up for that? If anybody's listening right now, and this is obviously we're gonna push out the video and everything else. So anybody that's tuning in and going, man, I want to be part of that. Jeff, how can they be part of that right now?
You can go to our website and to the calendar area. You'll find the link there. You can go on Facebook, and if you go to Facebook and go to facebook.com/Childrens Alopecia Project, you'll definitely find something somewhere there on one of the threads. Or you can go directly to the website, which is itrulycare.com.
Oh man, that's easy. itrulycare.com?
itrulycare.com/events/ and then Cap Kid Camp California.
Okay,
separated by dashes.
Took it way easy and made it way more difficult. But itrulycare.com is awesome, Jeff. That's an awesome domain.
Well, if you go there, you'll definitely find us if you type it in. But the easiest way to go is go to the childrensalopeciaproject.org website into the calendar area, and you'll find it there.
I have a bunch of domains. What I'll do is this week I'll shoot one of those over to you, and I'll make one of my easy domains that long, icare.com/xyz/LQMNOP. I'll do that because I think I have like believeinyourself.com or something like that, which I think would be another awesome a link for us. You know what I mean? So I'll do that so that we can make this easier. Guys, make sure every week that you guys every month you guys tune into these. Get connected to Jeff, get connected to myself, but make sure that you're connected to these because, again, this is all about pushing out new information about alopecia and what's happening. So, Jeff, what would you like to talk about real quick? I know that we all got kind of started late, but what would you like to focus on right now?
Well, first, I want to thank everybody that participated or sponsored or donated to the Cap Blues Spectacular. That's our largest fundraiser of the year, and we do it where we're located here in Wyomissing, Pennsylvania. We were able to get a whole bunch of people to come together once again for the 11th year, and we raised over $44,000 in one evening, and all of that money pretty much is earmarked to Alopecia Palooza. As you can imagine, Alopecia Palooza is expensive, and we do not make money on this. It's not a money maker for us. We do not profit on Alopecia Palooza. We don't profit on the CAP regional camps because that's our mission. So I think that it's always a negative if you're trying to capitalize on what your mission is. We do fundraise, but that is something that I don't necessarily want to profit. I don't want to lose money, but I don't want to profit. So
well, at the end of the day, it all goes back in too, right? Because here's something that I'm working on. I'm working on putting a TV show together right now, like for real. It is absolutely legit. It's already gone past 2 different stages, so we're on to doing the treatment now, and this is something that I could definitely see putting into the show and really getting support. I want to, I mean, obviously because of my daughter and everything else, I really want to bring awareness to what this is and bring awareness to CAP. I mean, what you've done, Jeff, is just, it's insane, bro. I mean, I respect you so much, and I look up and I look forward to creating something as magical with you that you've already created by yourself.
Well, you know, it's been a fun 11 years. It's been challenging. It's been breathtaking. But I always like partnering with like-minded individuals like yourself so we can forward what we're doing. And I play nice with everyone. If somebody wants to change up something, hey, let's change it up. If you want to recreate something, let's recreate it. You know, the thing that we have to concentrate on more than anything is just the common mission. And that's to help any child living with all forms of alopecia. So as long as we're doing that, I really could care less what direction we go. It's not the Jeff Wojtowicz show. It's not the Children's Alopecia Project show. It's basically whoever wants to incorporate whatever they're doing, and as long as it's like-minded, and as long as it's furthering our mission, and as long as we're raising awareness, and we're helping kids with self-esteem, and we're supporting the families, I'm not really sure there's a negative way of going.
Right. And that's what I love about you is that you're truly, I mean, itrulycare.com is, I can't even imagine a better domain for you. Like, for real, I cannot imagine a better domain because you truly do care. Haley, what do you want to say to Jeff about everything that he's created and stuff? What do you think about all this?
That it's like amazing how much you've done for children's alopecia.
And that was awesome. It was amazing. I didn't think you were going to say that. That's pretty cool. Why do you think it's amazing? Like, what about what Jeff created do you feel is amazing? Give me specific examples, not just big words, but give me examples of things that you feel how it's impacted you.
Well, first, that I get to see more kids, and second, like,
I'm pushing your envelope, huh?
Yeah,
I'm making you think right now.
And you're going to get to see more kids at the zoo, right? You're going to the zoo pretty soon.
Yeah, we're going. I think we're going. I don't know when it is. It's in a few weeks, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know what? And there's even grown-ups that do grown-up fundraisers for us, and we'll get some grown-ups that have alopecia, and they'll get to meet each other for the first time, and they're getting together to help kids with alopecia, and that's happening. The one is happening in April in New York City. We have a guy that started the Manhattan Alopecia Initiative Network, and what he does fundraisers, and he donates the proceeds to the Children's Alopecia Project. And this time we're going up there and we're going to celebrate with them. They're going to do a spin class at some place. I can't remember what the name of the place. Soul Cycle, I think it's called, in New York City. And then after that, we're going to a bar and restaurant to celebrate. So it's going to be a full day of festivities, and all the proceeds benefit CAP. So, you know, we get to hang out with great kids at events. We get to hang out with great grown-ups. And like I said, as long as people want to help us with our mission to raise awareness and to help support people, then everything's great.
It's always going to be a win-win. Well, hey, I appreciate you being on. I know we went a little bit longer than our 30 minutes. We definitely started a little bit later too.
Yeah, I apologize.
No, that's okay.
I just couldn't click in.
Do you just so I know though, do you have it figured out now though? Like next time, did you see whatever needed to happen? Did you get that dialed?
To be honest with you, I did the same thing
over
and over, and it didn't work until the last time, and then it did.
Okay.
So I know what to do. It's just a matter of hoping that it's going to work the first time instead of the 7th or 8th time.
No, that's okay. And that's why I just started it, because I know that this was kind of our thing. And it's like, look, we're just going to go. And you know what? We'll work through it. The thing is, this is just like what I teach on every single level of my life. Like, just because something doesn't work, you don't stop. Like, because we could have had a challenge and at 410 went, all right, this isn't going to work, and then left. But I don't do that with any part of my life. You guys shouldn't do that either. Work through the pain and make it happen. And I hope that all of you on this at least got something out of it. Please make sure you guys share it, get it out there, and really help us grow and help us really expand the ability to impact other lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
What would you like to say before we go? And then we'll let Jeff talk.
I don't really have anything.
You don't have anything. Okay, no problem. Okay, Jeff, you are up. Anything you'd like to say?
I don't have anything either.
That is awesome. Okay, well then I will say this. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into us today. Make sure you go and check out Jeff Wojtovich. That's Jeff space Woytovich. Connect with him on Facebook, connect with him on Twitter, connect with him on LinkedIn, every possible way you can connect with him. Get a hold of him and get connected. If you have alopecia, man, reach out to us and let us connect you so that you can give back too. Whether it's helping children or whether it's helping other adults, the reality is when we're together, we can go farther. So I appreciate your time. I hope you guys have a great night. Jeff, last thing? Okay.
Good night. Just keep on hanging in there.
There you go. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and go make something happen. Bye.
Good night, everyone.